everyone, this is Ilina and welcome to another LDRS creative card making video. Today I will be using the 6x7 Market Bloom stamp set along with the sentiment from Hello Sunshine stamp set, which was released last year, and I'll be using the diagonally stitched rectangles dies to cut the panel. Currently these dies are sold out, but you can use any rectangle shape of your choice. So I'm using my stamping positioning tool so I can stamp those symmetrically in each corner. So when I turn it around, I'll have the flower on the same spot. So I'm using different ink pads. I'm using two of each color family so I can achieve the layering. So for the flowers, I am using, for the first layer, I'm using the Marina Madness. So I have stamped the flowers. I'm not stamping the second layer. I'll let that ink dry. So in the meantime, I will move to the different elements. So this is actually the second step of that leaf. But because I want to use it for positioning, I'm doing the second step and then I'm doing the first step. So I stamp that on scrap piece of paper so I can save it for future reference, so I can position the stamp again when I go to stamp it. And here I'm using the 4-leaf clover stamp ink pad. I'm stamping it a couple times. So here I thought I will stamp the stem, but I decided to move to another branch. I'm again positioning it on my stamp positioning tool, and I'll repeat the same process with the same ink. So I stamp those. Next, let's move to the second layer of the flower. So for this one, I'm using the tropical teal, tropical sea ink, which is a little bit darker than the Marina Madness. I position that on my stamp positioning tool and stamp it twice. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, let's move to the next step. So now we'll position that stem there, which is actually the second layer, and I will be using the Evergreen ink pad to stamp this layer. So I stamp it both times. I think that has good coverage. Next, I will layer position the little, I don't know, those little circle flowers in the center of the flower. And I'm using banana cream pie ink which is lighter yellow. So I will move to the second layer. For this one, again, I position the second layer on the flower and now the center. I had a little bit hard time with the center, so I decided to use the printed acetate sheet that came with the stamp set to make sure that I position that correctly. And I'm using a lantern yellow, which is a little bit darker yellow than the banana cream pie. Okay, next what I'm doing, I'm using the second to the largest die. And again, you can use any die from your stash. And I really like this one that has diagonal kind of piercings. Okay, so by magic of YouTube, I have already die cut it. So now I'm positioning it, my stamp positioning tool, and I have here like a grid acetate sheet to use it for positioning of that sentiment to make sure I center it and it's nice and straight. So I think that looks good. I'm removing that acetate sheet and I'm stamping with Raven Black Hybrid ink. Okay, so we're almost done here. I have piece of, not really piece, but I have A2 card base made from craft paper. I basically cut piece of 4¼ by 11 from craft cardstock, and I scored it and folded it in half. Here I added some film tape of back of that panel, and I'm adding it to my card base. Okay, to finish off the card, I'm adding little drops of glue here and there, and I will add little clear gems in those spots for extra shine and sparkle. And that's our finished card for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also visit our blog for more ideas and more inspiration. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Bye.